airport. Just dropped Phil and Mandy off, and we got a 3-hour and 20-minute drive to White Sands National Park. It's pretty much dead south, and we're gonna go play around in the dunes, see if Grayson likes crawling around on them, get sand all over the van, and then go camp, and we'll make our plan from there. Just filled up on fuel. Grayson's doing pretty good. We got about 2 more hours. This town is the town for the Very Large Array, which is big satellite dishes and observatory for outer space cool stuff. But unfortunately, all the cool stuff is over that very large mountain, and it's a very far drive. So instead of going out there, we're just gonna keep going towards White Sands. So I just told Taylor that we're driving through San Antonio in about 11 minutes. What I didn't tell her that it's San Antonio, New Mexico, which...
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, not...
I was very excited, and now I'm not.
San Antonio, New Mexico is pretty cool. Underrated.
No. The Alamo, Riverwalk. No.
It's just a little church, and that's it. It'd be a very bad place to break down. Middle of the desert. A little baby. Last 100 miles or so, we've just been driving through this desert. After each climb is a nice big downhill where the van will cool off and be happy again. Just had a little bit of a pucker moment getting off the highway here. Slowed down to about 35-40 and pulled into this rest stop. What I didn't know is this is very hard ground with very loose gravel. So going about 40, we started fishtailing pretty good. The old van was drifting side to side, and even with the trailer, we did all right. All right, we just made it to Pistachio Land. Kind of an inside joke we had going. When we looked it up for jokes, it was 6 or 7 hours south if we were going Big Pistachio! Pistachio! Yeah, it's about as excited as you should be. This one, surprisingly, is also white. Large sand hill we're gonna race to the top of. So far, Mom and Grayson have a little head start. Sun's going down here at White Sands. We've just been hanging out for the last 2 hours or so. Grayson had an absolute blast. He, for some reason, enjoys just covering himself in sand, rolling down hills, and I can't really blame him. Beautiful view. And the sun is setting pretty dang quick. We got about an hour-and-a-half drive to our campsite. We're gonna stay up in the mountains, and our campsite is somewhere up in these mountains. What do you think of the sunset, buddy? Yeah, you guys got a good view here too. We tried to camp out tonight. I can't find the entrance, and any of the roads that might be the entrance are all gated off. Just stayed at the Days Inn here in town. The campground last night was closed, I guess, for the season maybe, but it was gonna be $35 a night anyway, so I'm not too upset with the upgrade we got. And now we are headed down to Roswell for the day.
About this, Roswell, New Mexico, something happened there? You know what I'll say about
Alright, we're getting out of Roswell now. Just went to the museum, walked around, looked at some shops, and now we are getting out of here. It's almost noon now. We got 3.5 hours till our next stop. It's gonna be at a little state park in Texas. Not sure if we're gonna stay there or not tonight, but gonna get over there as quick as we can. Mexico right now. For the last 150 miles, it's just perfect Texas right now. We keep driving past these enormous cattle ranches where it's just thousands of cows, and it is not very pleasant to drive by. So unfortunately they had no open campsites today, so we are just gonna drive home. We have about a 4.5 hour drive home. Kind of a bummer since this looks really cool. Maybe be home around 11 o'clock, maybe midnight, depending on what we do for dinner. We're just driving down I-40, about 3.5 hours from home, and pulled over to get Grayson some milk. It's the exit where the bug knockoff of Cadillac Ranches. Since this was probably the most beautiful spot we've been on this entire New Mexico road trip, maybe the Rio Grande was a pretty close second, but thanks for watching this episode of Tin Cup Outdoors. Buzzins and Balloons was absolutely awesome, and can't wait to do that again. I think our next trip out to White Sands may be a southern route through Texas and then up that way. Hope to catch you soon on our next adventure. I got a lot of upgrades to the van. I got a lot of projects to do, and I just got another van. So gonna be very busy. Hopefully I'll try and document most of it and keep you guys in tune. Thanks for watching this episode of Tin Cup Outdoors. I'm glad you guys joined along for the road trip. It's almost 2,000 miles in the Volkswagen, and for as old as it is, it did really well.